Hello and welcome to our third installment of the Findlater Travels video blog, as we adventure through the south of Spain. In previous blogs we've arrived in Madrid and then went on to Cordoba. In this episode we are visiting Seville for about a day and a half, so let's get into it. If you have been watching our previous blogs, you'd know we had an idea of where we wanted to go, but not the specifics of how we wanted to get there. So to put your worries to rest, we ended up using a blah car to get from Cordoba to Seville, and later on from Seville to Gibraltar. So this morning we're having a very traditional style breakfast with some warm soy milk. Not usually soy milk, but for us it is. And some of these weird little biscuits. I don't know how to explain what they are.
Maria biscuits.
Maria biscuits.
Maria biscuits.
There you go. And then today we're going to go for a walk across the bridge, across the river, to we're going to see the cathedral, and we're going to see the Royal Alcazar, which is like a big Moorish kind of castle thing, and we're also going to see the Plaza de Espana, which is like it's kind of like a crescent shape, like a main public area. It should be pretty cool.
Plus a massive park.
Yeah, it's like a park attached to it. It's kind of like a town centre, I suppose. So yeah, today's going to be a good day. We're getting it started with some traditional biscuit things.
Okay, where are we going, Karen?
We are walking across the bridge to see probably the gardens, I think, and the Plaza de Espana.
We have tickets booked for the Alcazar at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, and that's closest to our apartment. So what we're going to do is we're going to go further out, do the gardens. I think it's called the Plaza de Espana. But anyway, it's a giant, like you see in Bath, a giant U-shaped buildings and then massive gardens at the front. Ideally, I'd like to get a bike and go for a ride. But we'll see if we find any way to hire. I know the government does it. Like the council has hire bikes, same as like London or Brisbane or whatever. But from what I can tell, it's only for a week. And so that means it would be like €13 each. And we only want to really ride for the morning, so we'll find someone who does it per hour, I guess, and see if that comes out cheaper.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll be walking quite a bit today. Got my Fitbit on, so
nothing wrong with walking.
Out of interest, I could tell you how many footsteps we did. I think we did 16,000 something yesterday. Whew, I could feel it in my legs by night time. So we ended up finding a hire bike company, and we started off with the tandem bike. The plan was to set out and see the Plaza de Espana first. After that, we were going to go and see the Cathedral of Seville, and then at 4 o'clock, when our tickets were booked for, we were going to the Royal Alcazar de Seville.
The bikes ended up costing us €10 a day each.
Riding along on a push bike, honey.
Letting my husband do the job.
On the tandem bike.
Medic. I'm bleeding out. Fucking put it somewhere.
Put it on your face and walk.
Oh, jeez.
Just put your face.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Might add that he's already kicked me in the face because he can't handle the bike.
Fucking hell.
Alrighty, we're going on a tandem bike. And Karen's at a gym.
Oh, shit. It like fucking stabbed me. Let's go.
So Karen's gonna go driving and he can't drive, so it's my
I'm
turn.
gonna get tetanus and die.
A few moments later.
So after a near-death experience, we took the tandem bike back. Come out of the shade, darling. Come out of the shade. And now we've got two separate bikes. And, you know,
it says a lot for a relationship.
It's a lot better.
It could have been a relationship building experience, but instead we just decided to keep our independence and go at our own pace.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway,
It wasn't working.
there we go, that's a better view. It's Karen's face, isn't it? Riding along on a push bike, honey. Part 2.
We're riding along the river Guadalquivir or something like that. Something like that, I don't know. It's the same river that goes through Cordoba actually. And it's pretty cool. And yeah, we're not wearing helmets because we're reckless and because in Spanish law, or at least in Seville, you don't have to wear it if you're over 12 years old. And I'm over 12, so yeah, baby, freedom.
Mentally, no.
Oh, we're coming up to a bump, look out.
Oh. This is on our bike ride as we approach the Plaza de Espana. These are the gardens that kind of surround it. As you saw before in the map, there's quite a bit of gardens. So we spent a little time riding around here before heading off to see the Cathedral of Seville.
Alright, now we are on our way to the Cathedral of Seville. And there's all these awesome like trams and plenty of pedestrian and bicycle traffic, as you can see. And Seville has a really nice bicycle way that they've implemented and really made running around on a bike pretty efficient actually.
Alrighty, this is our approach to the cathedral. You can see why it is so famous, all this fantastic architecture. Sorry that the camera is a bit jittery. We were riding our bikes and avoiding pedestrians at the same time as trying to get some footage for you. This is the back entrance, I believe, or the side, and then we ended up queuing up. Yeah.
Hey, so we're in the courtyard, the entrance courtyard for the Cathedral of Seville, and it's very exciting. I'm sure there's going to be lots of cool things to see.
And the ambulance just went in. Somebody died in church. I couldn't see it.
Perhaps too exciting.
Alrighty, so the entrance to the cathedral was €9 each. So these photos here are kind of to show you how big this was. These columns were massive, the roof was really high. It was unlike any architecture that we had seen before. It was lacking a lot of the details that we had seen in like previous cathedrals in Cordoba or in Madrid or even other places that I've been without cone. But it was quite grandeur, and the columns, as I mentioned, very huge. Another cool thing about this cathedral was that it is the final resting place for one of the sons of Christopher Columbus and Christopher Columbus himself. So Christopher Columbus, I don't know if you remember your history classes, but he was quite an influential part of South America, thinking that he found the Indians, but he actually found America.
Alright, so we're here in the line. We are visitors con reserva, so we get special treatment as usual. I love it. Well, we've entered the Royal Alcazar. It says it's got a history stretching back over 1,000 years. One of the courtyards in the Royal Alcazar is still almost entirely the Moorish architecture. And the Royal Alcazar is actually the oldest habitation of a royal family in Europe. So, it's the morning of the second day in Seville. We're making a Spanish-style breakfast. We've got pimiento padron, big crazy Spanish tomatoes that are like cut super thick. We've got lots of burnt tostadas, which we're going to be putting on some, it's kind of like a pre-made tomato and onion blend, I guess. And this is what they spread on their toast there. It's very traditional, very cool.
These are called pimientos de patron, or pimientos fritos if you're in Spain, fried peppers. But it's like playing Russian roulette. Some of these can be hot, and some of these are really great to eat. Okay, we're waiting for a blah blah car. It's supposed to pick us up. We're in Seville, and we're going to be heading down to Gibraltar next.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, nothing more to add on that one. That was a pretty good summary, darling.
Alrighty, so let's see if this guy shows up. Okay, well that brings us to the end of this video blog. There's a lot of things that we got up to, a lot of stories that we didn't have time to tell, so make sure you check out our written blog that we'll be publishing soon. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing you in the next episode.
Shitballs!